not leave.
You know I'm keeping that.
Okay.
All right, okay, are you ready? On your marks, get set.
5, 4. Wow!
Whoa.
How long has it been?
Listen, the last time we've been on camera was actually before the season, and we both, and I'll speak on behalf of both of us, apologize sincerely. We just haven't been in the same state at the same time ever.
Yes, very accurate. Now, you hear our voices a lot. We're doing the live, we call the game, you hear a lot of commentary, so we're not invisible. Well, we are invisible, but we were vocal.
We're pretty, yeah, the audio is there.
So we didn't have any predictions going in and further. We made early season calls. Honest truth, I don't even remember what we said. We could look back at the video and check it out.
I know. Before the season, we actually had the Three-Eyed Ravens as the second seed after Sabermetrics. How off we were on that one.
Man, that was bad. Well, now we're going breaking it down. Everybody knows. We all spoke about it. 5 teams tied 7-5.
Right, and you know what? The luck of the draw. The bottom 2 teams were Maxie Deeds, High Cheese, and Jackie Towell's Yankees.
That's right.
So, and as we know, every year we have the format of 1 9-inning game to determine who takes on eventually the number 2 seed over here, Night Kings. So
we're doing this format for about 8 years now. We incorporated 9 innings, 2 or 3 years into the league, and it never fails to impress.
Listen, every single year, it's always a wild 1-run game, and like every other year this year, a wild 1-run game.
So Sam is going to post the highlights. We don't need to really break down this game. We just witnessed a classic. It
was epic. It was
really
epic.
was a seesaw battle, back and forth, some web gems, some boneheaded throws.
No, listen, because let's say what happened. We're not going to go through everything. We're going to highlight a few big plays. Jackie Towell on one side hit a go-ahead solo blast with 2 outs, nobody on.
5 up.
To take a
6-5
lead in the 7th inning.
And just 2 outs after that, when he was in the field, made an incredible catch.
Right, over the shoulder.
On Maurice Haber.
Right.
Maurice turned back the clock and hit a ball all the way to left center field, almost to the wall.
It was a bomb.
It was a bomb, and Jackie made an incredible catch.
And then later, that night, about 20 minutes later, with a runner on, 2 out.
Runner on third, tie game.
Tie game, but 2 out.
In the 7th.
In the 7th. Lazy fly ball, JT there nonchalantly catched it on the side and flat out dropped the ball.
He just dropped the ball, went in the glove and out.
That gave High Cheese a 1-run lead.
That's it, and you know what? They never looked back from there. Leon Harari. So, I do have to say something, because we've been hearing people talk about the back end of the High Cheese lineup.
Yeah.
Avi Dweck was missing tonight, and they went with family, and they went with a player that's been on this team for 3 weeks this season.
No, I actually was talking to them mid-game, and Abraham actually is buying his own High Cheese uniform.
He's part of the team.
Yeah.
So he took Avi Dweck's spot. They wanted to get better or more or a better hitter or this or that. You know what? Abraham's first at-bat was a triple. Second at-bat was a walk. His third at-bat was a single. Then he made out after that. But he played well in left. He stood up. His father's on the team. He's part of the crew.
Listen,
and they gelled.
He fits in like a glove on that team.
Sometimes that camaraderie really works. And
you just said it. They were down 4-0 in the top of the first, after the top of the first inning, and not for a second were they down. Maurice Haber was chirping as loud as ever.
Zach lit over the double.
Right, and Zach obviously, you need that ignition to get excited. But
Matut's
single. Yeah, it was a crazy game. It was 4-0, 4 up, 5-4, 5 up, 6-5, 6 up, 7-6, 8-6, 8-7.
8-7, unbelievable game. So credit, I got to tip my cap. Michael Cohen's pitching experiment. Is he a better center fielder than
100%.
almost everyone?
No, 100%.
It's his first year pitching. He definitely, if he works at his craft, he definitely this season got better and better.
I'll tell you what it is, he was pretty good. And his offense, for sure, didn't take a huge hit, but it took a hit. Because he usually bats at 550, and he wasn't that player.
400 now maybe,
so,
but he's still great.
I think overall, if you're looking at it, on a bird's eye view after the season, his overall value as a player definitely went down, but if he really cares about pitching, he definitely could be a pitcher for years to come.
So now, interesting, David Harari took Nathan Kushner's spot in the lineup. Now, everybody's talking about...
We didn't say it on camera yet. Nathan Kushner, congratulations on winning the
batting
2019 batting championship.
Batting a .613, that's a great number for a Jewish league.
And they didn't miss a beat without him.
So now, here's the thing. David Harari took Nathan Kushner's spot, and he went 3 for 4. Hit great. But what we don't talk about is Nathan Kushner is the right fielder.
Right.
Solly Cohen played right, held his own.
But there was one play where he actually made a dive where he had no business diving. It was an ill-advised dive, and that dive ended up bringing on the tying run. Right.
If he played it for a single, maybe we have a different outcome. There was a lot of plays like that, but what a game. Yeah. Let's move on.
There was spectacular plays. Let's just highlight Alan Jamal. What a catch
on
left field. Diving outwards to save the game. It was a one-run game at the time. Would have been a three-run game.
That's right. Juber made a great play up the middle.
And Benny Rishti played a great game at
first. Great play first.
Wow.
Ruby Saka subbing in made a couple of really, nothing spectacular, but made every play very nicely.
It was a crisp game. It was a crisp night. It was good ball all around from top to bottom.
It really was.
From 8:19 when the first pitch was thrown all the way up until 10:15 when the last pitch was thrown.
Great game. Great job by the two umpires, Kenny and Phil. Tip my cap. They did great.
Now on to the semis.
Now we have the final four.
Yeah.
So High Cheese is set to play Night Kings.
Yeah, so
that's
tonight
fun.
Showed me a whole new light on High Cheese. They have no die in them, and they're never down on themselves. Zach, he's stepping up, he's dynamic, and he's just becoming that guy again. And all around, Yedid, he's taking ownership. You know, Mo Haber, he's becoming that vocal guy. You know, all year he's been coasting, but now they're together. They're a good, you know, winning this wild card game. Always, you know, you don't want to be in the spot, but when you win that game, you do have that momentum.
Catapulted
Night
momentum.
King hasn't played in 2 full weeks, so.
And Night King's been the most impressive team of late.
Yeah, they're strong. They're
a strong team. Ralph Hannon against Maxi Deed is going to be a wild battle.
There's Ralph Hannon, you know, up there for a Cy Young and MVP votes.
Last time these two teams played, it was chippy. So we're going to be on top of that.
Right. I think there were a few hit batsmen over there.
Right, we got to be careful. There's not going to be any fighting or anything crazy. But it's the back end of the lineup of High Cheese came to play.
Yeah. Victor Abadi with a big hit.
Victor Abadi, that's right. Leon Harari.
Oh my, how we forget
2
about
hits
that.
and he had a bomb.
How about this?
To make it a 2-run lead.
We shouldn't be going back on the wild card game, but you know we missed this. It was 7-6 with 2 out in the bottom of the 8th.
Runner on first.
Runner on first, and Leon Harari launched a ball, one hop the right field wall, and it was an RBI triple. Gave him a 2-run lead, and that ended up being huge because they ended up scratching back a run in the top of the ninth.
So it was an incredible game. Now we're in the final four. So now we got Night Kings against High Cheese. What a game it's going to be determined when. And we have to mention, and we didn't talk about it either, Sabermetrics, who by way of seeding was the first seed, went out of their way and chose the Eye of the Tiger squad.
Right, that is huge.
And that's the 3 seeds. That's the 1 seed chose to play the 3. That's Eddie Harari on the mound with Eye of the Tiger.
He obviously was scared of either of these teams in the wild card game, and he wasn't touching Night King. So to him,
so they're playing Monday.
It was kind of like a chalk pick because it was what it was.
So they're playing Monday night against Eye of the Tiger, and we're going to have some predictions now.
Yeah,
so
this is crazy.
I'm predicting a sweep. And I say Sabermetrics is going to take 2.
So you're predicting a sweep. I'm actually predicting to go into a game 3. Eye of the Tiger, you know, they have not seen the best of Archie at the plate since he replaced Jimmy Mala.
Okay.
I think that ends this week, and I think Archie actually comes to play this week. Now, he's been playing great defense at first, but that's not what they picked him up for. So I think he's going to actually be, you know, all by him, lonesome himself, him and Shimmy and all those guys. They're going to at least muster 1 game. And Eddie Harari, he's such a battler and a warrior. I don't see him getting swept. And also Sabermetrics, really tough squad. They have, you know, obviously one of the best pitchers in the league, A.B. Saka.
So who do you have winning the whole series?
So I have them going to a split, going to a game 3, and going to a game 3 in a 1. If they're playing 1 game that night, if that's indeed the format, I have Sabermetrics taking game 3.
Wow, so we both have Sabermetrics. On to the next series, High Cheese versus the Night Kings. Now High Cheese is grooving, and they got a great squad, and they're battling. Ralph Hannon against Maxi D. This I have going 3. This I for sure have going 3, and I'm taking the Night Kings in this battle. I think the Night Kings are going to take it, and
I'm not feeling that.
I'm not feeling that. You say High Cheese.
Tonight, you don't realize it shifts the momentum mentally for that entire High Cheese organization. I'm telling you, there's so much. I'm a big fan of Night King's organization. I think Ralph, like I said, is MVP and Cy Young candidate, and you know, Stephen Gindy doesn't lose games like this. But the way this team is playing right now, and the way High Cheese is just, you know, feeling themselves and they're grooving, like you said, I see High Cheese winning in 3.
Wow, so we both have that one going the distance. And what a season it's been. It's been a rocking and rolling season.
A lot of fun.
We had to navigate against a lot of rainouts this year.
You know, but we're here.
Thank you. And to everybody who made it work.
As long as we get to the final 4 and it's before what Monday
Labor Day?
is, before Labor Day,
So we have
we're good.
one of the teams playing on Labor Day, something we don't always do. Labor Day night, Monday night, looking to see that Saban-Metrics against Eye of the Tiger matchup. The other matchup, we're still discussing when it's going to be played, but wow, what a game tonight.
Listen, this is
Can't
what it's all
say enough.
about. We're in the playoffs, and now let's see, the best team is going to win, and this is what we always remember going into the entire winter until
That's
the
right.
MNSBs. So,
these are the games we talk about.
all right, guys, have a great night, and we'll see you after the semifinal matchup.
Sorry to the Ravens, sorry to the Wolves, and I'll see you the Yankees.